Hello farmers and welcome to my first video. In this guide I'm going to show you a way to farm random loot in Outriders regardless of world tier. This is a particularly good farm for the fact that it gets you mostly everything. It gets you scrap, leather, iron, titanium, tier 1, 2, and sometimes even a couple of tier 3 mods. Best of all is due to the gear modding system in this game, it gives you more possibilities at a god roll for your build. Most video game farms have a set of requirements, whether it be a point in a storyline you need to be in, a specific item, or even a particular ability unlocked in order to run the farm. With that said, let's go over the requirements for this farm. First of all, your story point to be able to perform this farm requires you to be at the Dunes location. You can only get to that location when you are more than halfway through the main quest. You will need to have the hunt side quests you get from Noah, the bartender in Trench Town. Head over to the Dunes camp and pick up the Horror side quest to go to the specific location shown here in the video to start the quest. As a side note, the class or build will be different for everyone, so just bring whatever makes the most damage and remember to adjust the world tier to a lower setting if you can't run the complete farm. In the footage we see here, I'm using a speedrunning variation build for the Technomancer that I got from the NickTew channel, and it's linked in the description. You don't need a special build. It's worth pointing out that I was still able to replicate the farm with a freestyle build with a bit of common sense on it. To set up the farm, you'll need to get to the second phase of this side quest after killing everything as you see here in the video footage. Before you hit the farm, make sure your stash and your inventory are both as clean as possible without any trash items in them. You're going to want to do this in order to maximize your gains versus time invested in the farm. As soon as you load into the second phase of this side quest, go around the corner to find 2 behemoths and a bunch of mallards. Kill the behemoths and ignore the mallards. Stand still and wait for the enemies to kill you to reset the farm. The way Outriders works right now, you don't need to pick up the gear or anything that is on the floor when you die. It will automatically be picked up and sent to your inventory, and if your inventory is full, it will go directly to your stash. After you respawn, you will simply need to rinse and repeat until your inventory is full and you need to clean up. Pay attention to the text legends on the right hand side that inform you of the loot you are automatically picking up when you die, and you will be able to tell when stuff is being sent to your stash because your inventory is full. Once you are done with the farming and you want to reap the benefits, you're going to want to return to the lobby and reset the storyline to the latest point you were in order to be sent to the camp so you don't need to run back out manually. On a quick side note, remember that manually exiting the side quest will abort it, and when you want to continue the farm at a later point, you will need to pick up the hunt side quest again from the Dunes location. In most farms, we can usually find strategies that make things easier or better in a sense, and at the same time, there are also possibilities of having variations you might want to include to fit your farming needs. For this particular Outriders loot farm, we want to use the best gear at your disposal and your best skills to make the farm as fast as possible. Stand still when you are done and you're at the point in a farming loop where you're just waiting to be killed. Running around will usually give you time to heal and therefore make the farm less effective. Try to run the farm with more of a glass cannon approach rather than a tank approach, meaning do damage and don't worry about healing. Remember, you can always adjust the world tier. Lastly, if you're looking to farm scrap, you're going to want to fill up your stash and your inventory before you head to the camp to sell the loot and make the most of it. In order to determine a benchmark for this farm, I'm crunching the numbers based on playing in World Tier 15 with level 48 gear to show endgame possibilities. Each farm iteration lasts about 28 to 30 seconds, including loading times on a PlayStation 5. If you're focused on scrapping the loot, you get about 67 rare and 35 epic gear items for an 8 minute and 3-second full run before your inventory gets full and you need to clean up. On a fresh farming setup, these are the resources we started with. By the end of the 8 minute 3-second farm, these are the resources we ended up with. So, between the loot we got and the resources that dropped on each farm iteration, this is approximately how many resources we ended up with farming for the 8 minute and 3-second run. Doing some rough estimations, I would say that for about an hour's worth of farming, well, more like 56 minutes and 21 seconds approximately, you would get about these amounts of leather, iron, titanium, or rare and epic gear items, and most likely a legendary or two depending on your world tier. Last but not least, for those people interested in scrap resources, this is what you get from a 9-minute run when selling around 102 rare and epic gear pieces, level 48 in World Tier 15. Plus a bit more from scrapping whatever went to your stash as you filled up your current inventory. I appreciate everyone that stuck to the end of the video, and I hope I was able to help you with your farming methods in Outriders. As you can tell, I'm a brand new channel here on YouTube, so please don't mind me if I ask that if you like my content, you can consider a couple of things to help out the channel. Please consider subscribing to my channel, commenting on the videos if you have questions or ways to improve the farms, and please like or dislike the videos at your own discretion. As more videos are posted on my channel, I will be linking a playlist for each video game farm I cover so things are easier to find and watch. That's it for me now. Thank you for watching and see you in the next farm.